George, some child left their doll in the elevator.
Now leave it alone. Whoever left it there will come back looking for it.
Ugly doll.
Fuck you.
Hey, it's a child that don't play. It was Katrina Porter.
Hey, that's right.
Welcome to Split Happens. Hey, everyone else.
Welcome, everybody.
Each episode, Katrina and I discuss a movie both of us love. However, only one of us gets to say anything good about it. And they are the pro of the episode, which means the other is the con and has to attack it. So, this week, if Katrina catches a rule break from me, we're going to hear this sound.
No fair. No fair. No fair.
Do we have anything to talk about? Are we going to mention our Denver trip?
We're going to Denver.
Yeah.
We are going to Denver. Why? Is it because we're going to see something? Not really. Because there's something important there? No. Do we have family?
Nothing more important than there always is.
Right. Why are we going to Denver? We need to fucking get away.
I know, because we wanna
go to Denver, and we want to record some episodes in fucking peace.
Yeah.
And apparently, what we've learned is we literally have to go away to do that.
That actually reminds me of something our brother used to say about Kansas and how many astronauts are here. And he's like, not only do they want to get out of Kansas, but they want to get off the fucking earth.
Right. That's us.
That is us right now.
Yeah.
I mean, just trying to record tonight, it was just...
We've stopped and started this about 27 times.
At least, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been in this about 2 minutes, and chances are we will stop it about 4 more times, at least.
I can't feel my fingers.
Uh-oh, I think it's the tequila.
Yeah, it's definitely the tequila.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't even gotten started, really.
I think we should do something crazy.
Ooh.
I think we should just say right from the beginning,
Yeah.
what movie we're doing.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Want to play? In 1988?
Yes.
If you're a child
And it's 1988.
named Chucky.
Wee.
Is that scary?
Did you fuck me? Yeah, bitch.
Oh, that's not real. We're doing child's play.
The first one.
The
yeah.
OG.
The OG.
Yeah.
I hope I don't sound as stuffy as I did the last episode. I've got nasty allergies. I know I say that a bunch, but it's true. It's October. It's ragweed season.
It is.
What can I do about it? Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a damn
Not
thing.
a damn thing.
I like your Chiefs hoodie.
Thank you.
It's super cute.
Thanks.
You look like you're feeling yourself up for a second there.
Oh.
Womp womp.
But also, all you cis women out there, do self-breast exams. That's important. I wasn't doing that just now, but it's important.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But also, can we talk about Child's Play, 1988?
Yeah.
If we don't have any non-episode pre-synopsis. We don't have any non-episode pre-synopsis stuff?
I don't think so. I definitely don't remember if we do. I didn't put it in my notes or anything, so I'm going to say no. And if we forgot anything, we'll just add it to the next one. But I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a departure for us. We're going to kind of get to business, get to brass tacks.
What? Well, because I think 99.9% of my trivia is going to be pre-synopsis.
Great.
Yeah.
Is there some good trivia on this one?
I mean, I think so. I mean, not a ton, But I think there's some good trivia.
I don't think I'm getting a button push.
You don't?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Not on this one. I don't think so.
Not on this one?
The next one, possibly. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I think you're going to get a button push on the next one.
Yeah, Bill Paxton. I love him.
Yeah, Bill Pullman. He's so good.
Well, I definitely am going to drink a little bit of my mark while you're doing that.
Okay. Well, this movie, Child's Play, 1988, was directed by Tom Holland.
Oh, fuck yeah, it was.
Does that name sound familiar?
Yes.
Really? Why?
Spider-Man.
Oh, that's the actor, Tom Holland.
Yeah, but under my umbrella.
That's not this guy.
I know. I just can't help it.
I'm not quite sure he was even born in 1988.
Oh, fuck, don't say that. I was 10.
I know, sweetie, but he wasn't.
I can't remember names. God.
Okay, well, what else did he do?
I'd like to know.
You ask?
Yes.
Well, have you ever heard of a little movie called Psycho?
No. Wait. Tom Holland? Yes. God, did he do the remake?
Well, he wrote the sequel. You're welcome.
Psycho 2?
Yeah.
Is there a colon involved in that?
Genius.
Or just Psycho 2? Did you see Psycho 2?
No.
Yeah, no one else did either.
Okay. But he also wrote and directed Fright Night,
Oh,
which
that'll probably
stars
show up.
Chris Sarandon, which is a great movie.
We'll probably hit that one up next year, maybe. We're still deciding.
The problem is we love so many spooky movies.
Yeah. And we would do 2 a week if we could. I can't edit that fast.
But then he also directed Stephen King's Thinner and the Langoliers, and that's all I have to say about that.
You.
Yeah.
Thinner. Don't eat that pie. You know, I'm offended with that movie, just if nothing else, for ruining a pie.
Yeah.
Don't bring the
Don't
pie
bring a
didn't do-
pie. That pie had nothing. But that pie didn't do anything.
All it's doing there is just being baked and delicious.
You know what? Actually, pies in the history of cinema have gotten a bad rap. They have gotten nothing but vomit in cinema.
They've gotten, there's American Pie, of course.
Well,
where they got
and fucked.
sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course the cream pies are constantly being thrown in people's faces ever since the beginning of movies.
Yeah.
Justice for pie.
Yeah, but we don't have time to take that on.
Definitely.
Tom Holland co-wrote the screenplay with Don Mancini and John LaFia.
Mm.
You kind of did a squinty face, so like Don Mancini sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Don Mancini is best known for basically the whole Chucky franchise. He did write a couple episodes of the very good Hannibal series.
Ooh.
Not to be confused with the garbage movie of the same name.
No, God, we would never.
But again, the Hannibal series is very good.
It was. I definitely preferred the first season.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. There was the mushroom one. That was good. So good.
LaFia is known for, this, but also for branching out and directing Child's Play 2. He did coin the trademark dialogue, "Hi, I'm Chucky, want to play?" So that was his. And was very important.
Is it?
Well, I think so.
I guess play is in the title, so.
Want to play?
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, that is a trademark. That's a trademark sentence. Kevin Yeager did the special effects for this film, and he has done so much shit.
I know that name.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could go through all of his filmography, but it is important to mention he did the Crypt Keeper's makeup.
Hey, yeah.
But also Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
And go ahead.
That's right. I remember that from the In Search of Darkness. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you're wondering, yes.
Yeah.
He did do Nightmare on Elm Street.
Colin?
3, Dream Warriors.
We're the Dream Warriors.
Welcome to your dreams, we're the Dream Warriors. We're getting in your dreams, but if your dreams were dreams, we're bringing your ice cream. We don't dream your ice cream, but if your dreams were ice cream, but with razor blades, with knives, in your fingers, that's dangerous. So just don't do that. Do mint chip instead. That's dangerous.
Stream of consciousness.
It's safer.
That was amazing. It reminded me of
In
John.
your dreams.
It reminded me of John Mulaney. He was talking about going to church. He's like, and the bread.
And the bread. But in your dreams, with do mint chip. Don't do knife with fingers.
It's incredible.
Warriors.
I could watch that forever and ever. And y'all have no idea. We'll do video. We'll have to at some point. You're just too goddamn funny to not.
Dream. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I like that you just go straight to.
It's always the hip.
It's. I think it's very Mick Jagger.
Yes.
No.
Not funny.
Give me more. I want more I want more.
Okay.
Info.
In addition to generally positive reviews from critics and what became a tremendous cult following, and for real, tremendous cult following, it also did well financially. And I'll get to the money part in a second, but despite notoriously having a stick up his ass and having a reputation as a hater of all things horror, Roger Ebert gave a positive review to this film.
No way.
I'm not kidding.
Wow.
I can't.
He must have been maybe he got laid that day.
I don't know. I can't kid because my face is numb.
I kid. Why is it numb?
I think this tequila.
I don't remember.
I know. It had a budget of between 9 and 13 million, and it's at a box office of 44 million. The box office success also spawned a media franchise that includes a series of 6 sequels, merchandise, comic books, a reboot, and a television series. So this became fucking huge.
I remember it being fucking huge.
Yeah. I mean, it went
did
nuts.
quote it quite a lot.
Yeah.
It turns out incorrectly, but we'll have to get to that.
Yeah.
Can I do one real quick thing before we get in?
Please, no, I have actually a bit more trivia before synopsis. So talk.
I just wanted to talk about something that we had to eat today because it can be very controversial. Yeah. I think it's regional.
I had pizza. Oh, I didn't eat that, but yeah.
Okay, so I get really excited this time of year because it's getting chillier outside, so I like to make chili. American style chili, I guess.
Well, and people know. Well, and I learned this from being where I'm at, and I know someone that lives in Texas. Apparently, in Texas, Texas chili has absolutely no beans, and they're crazy about it. But I know I am very I compliment Anna a lot, and I'm not impartial, but Anna can really bake anything. It's actually fucking annoying.
Aw.
If I'm being honest.
Oh, thanks.
But her cinnamon rolls are, it's ridiculous.
I am proud of my cinnamon rolls.
My
cinnies.
It's just it's the proportion of the cinnamon roll, and then
I do a brioche dough. That's why
I'm not a salt person, but the salt. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I mean, cinnamon rolls. So, I mean, it's I don't know if it's just a Midwestern thing, but it's chili and cinnamon rolls.
But it's not a Midwestern thing because Ty doesn't understand it. So some people in the Midwest don't understand it.
It is quite controversial.
Yeah.
So I really would like, if possible, for people to chime in because, I feel very very strongly about how well they pair together, and I could go on and on and on. Well, actually, I won't. But I just, because it's such a kind of a funny thing for people, I want to hear. It has nothing to do with Child's Play, but I want to hear what people have to say. Cinnamon rolls and chili, yay or nay?
And also, if you're not a cinnamon roll and chili person, what is your chili go-to? I'm assuming if it's not cinnamon rolls, it's Fritos. Cornbread. But yeah, let us know.
Ooh, I had the Fritos and chili today, and then also cinnamon roll, sort of. Yes, and I happen to agree with Texas. I don't like beans in chili either. It's not my preference.
But you're not a bean person, really.
I am not, but I am a strong proponent of using refried beans as the thickening agent in chili.
Oh.
Anyway, let's get back to Child's Play, because I could go on and on and on about that.
Screenwriter Don Mancini first conceived of the concept while studying as a literature major at UCLA in 1985. He wrote the first draft of the screenplay while studying film at Columbia University in 1986. Mancini was inspired, I kind of actually love this. Mancini was inspired by the consumerism of the 1980s and the effect of marketing on children based on his experiences with his father, who was an advertising executive.
That makes sense.
And the Cabbage Patch riots of 1983. Mancini's troubled relationship with his own father and his experiences of alienation as a gay man caused him to center the script around a child with a single mother and no father figure.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that really shaped this script. And he really had some conflicts with Holland, the director and the co-writer, about the script. And at some point, later on, Mancini was like, this was like partially my script. Like later on, he was like, the script was a lot darker. He even said like, at some point, I really wanted the audience to wonder if Andy was the killer and not Chucky.
Interesting.
So like, that's really how the script, and like, I guess there was a movie in the 80s that kind of mirrored that. I don't know what the movie was, but that's where he really wanted to go that way. But Holland was like, nah, bitch.
Holland was right. There would not be sequels if he would have done it that way. It would not have been a franchise.
Right. Mancini was influenced by Cabbage Patch Kids, Trilogy of Terror, Magic, Poltergeist, the character of Freddy Krueger, the Twilight Zone episode of Living Doll. The director of Tom Holland also affirmed that the My Buddy dolls,
that's what I was going to ask.
yes, played a role in Chucky's design, with the writers even having to change the doll's name from Buddy to Chucky to avoid a lawsuit from Hasbro.
I see.
And
I'm sorry, I couldn't remember when the My Buddy came out, but that definitely, okay.
it was in the 80s.
God, I still have that theme song in my head.
Right. My buddy, wherever he goes, I'll go. Well, despite the fact that they changed the name, the My Buddy doll never recovered from this movie. So they just basically...
Even when they pulled out Kid's sister?
No, my Kid's sister? No, they never recovered. So they just basically went out of existence after this, because I think once a movie comes out about a demonic doll, you know what? It's as cool as it is as a movie. It's
not going to survive the Christmas rush.
No.
For sure. You said Mattel? Or no?
Hasbro. Yeah.
Well, luckily, Hasbro has done just fine.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. But speaking of oopsie daisies that led to changes, the original working title for the film, and you're going to get this right away, you fucking smarty pants. The original working title for the film was Batteries Not Included. Before it became known, friend of the podcast, Steven Spielberg, was also making a film with the same title. It was then changed to Blood Buddy.
Oh.
But because of My Buddy, the doll, it was then changed to, then they changed to Child's Play.
Way better name.
Yeah.
Batteries Not Included wouldn't have even been a good name for this. I mean, it just works correctly.
Right, but at one point, the mom realizes that there's no batteries in the doll.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? Ah!
Well, not to put down old Steven Spielberg, but this was considerably more...
I'm guessing Batteries Not Included didn't make... on the Steven Spielberg scale, it didn't make that much money.
We'll have to talk more about that because I think there is a pretty interesting story behind that. So maybe at some point when we do like another Steven Spielberg one in the 80s, maybe we can talk about it because I think it really was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it.
I don't either, actually. Was it a robot kind of? I don't actually remember.
Well, gosh, I thought that they were like...
Was it like a short circuit kind of thing?
No, I thought they were like alien things that came down, like spaceshipy type toys or whatever.
Was it Jessica Tandy? Was that Batteries Not Included? Jessica Tandy.
I get all of that confused because that's when I mixed up with Cocoon and then also Electric Grandmother, which was a totally different person. But
okay. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, there's probably a reason. There's some connection there.
Yeah. That's
that
actually most of the trivia I have. Like 99% of the trivia I have is actually that. And that's all I have.
That's the end?
That's the end.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Play the fucking song. Our movie begins.
No.
Wait, what?
No.
Stop it.
Nope.
What are you doing?
Nope.
Don't do
No.
this. Why are you doing flipsy daisies?
Because you're wrong.
What do you mean? I said our movie begins.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It's just you always do it to me.
But don't do that. I do it.
I know. I hated it.
Stop it, though.
Okay.
Stop it. Stop.
Okay.
Our movie begins. Shut up. It does. With action straight from the beginning.
No, this movie promises violence, frightening scenes, smoking.
It
and
does.
Foul language.
Yeah. Fuck.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Somebody swears.
Pew pew. There it is. It's all there.
Well, I am offended.
Oh, no, you're not.
This is a children's movie?
No, it's not.
It says child and play. That says children's movie.
And violence are no stop children.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Did you lose your way there?
Yeah.
Did you take the wrong exit?
Yeah.
I mean, frightening scenes.
It says all the things that children should not be involved in. Yeah.
But, I mean...
So you're wrong. Boom.
Probably.
Yeah. There's a shootout with Detective Mike Norris, who is played by Chris Sarandon, and Brad Dourif, who's fucking excellent.
Brad Dourif is a real nasty one, isn't he? His character.
He is.
I don't appreciate he and the cop shooting up a toy store.
I know.
Highly offended.
He's playing a rapscallion named Charles Lee Ray and some other loser who takes off, and Brad gets hit in the leg and escapes into a toy store. That's not nice. We see a shit ton of dolls that it probably makes sense for us to talk about real quick before we go any further. No, well, actually, we already talked about that. That was all those buddy dolls.
We already went over all of that.
Yeah, see? Charles Lee Ray gets shot again by our buddy, Chris, and Charles lets him know that he is dying and he is pissed off about it and he is going to get his revenge. Not only against the coppers, but also against that no good partner of his, Eddie. Eddie.
I mean, seriously though, a toy store? Really?
I know, that's how you know he's a bad guy. He goes into a toy store. That's how he could have gone into a liquor store. He could have gone into a porn shop. He could have gone into a sex shop. He could have gone into a tobacco shop. He could have gone into a... Yeah.
Did you say porn shop and then sex shop?
Yeah, they're different.
I just think that those places are probably easier to clean up. Even the porn shop and the sex shop, apparently, which are two different things. Easier to clean up than a fucking toy store. They have enough. They have enough of kids going through there and just ransacking the place without having people shooting it up, and things are like fuck all. And it's not just the bad guy. It's also Chris Sarandon's character is shooting the shit out of this place. Like, are they going to clean that up?
He's a bad guy. What is Chris Sarandon's? What is Detective Mike Norris supposed to do? Not follow the bad guy into the toy store?
Yeah, he can follow him in there
and do what?
Say stop.
Say stop. With finger guns?
No, he could say, let's take this outside. This is a toy store. It's like the happiest place on earth for a lot of kids, that can't afford.
With finger guns?
No, I mean, he can shoot outside the toy store, but inside it just feels a little sacrilegious to me.
Charles Lee Ray's a bad guy, Anna. He's a bad guy.
Is Chris Sarandon's character?
No, but you have to meet the bad guys where they're at. Sometimes you have to meet the bad guys where they're at. Charles Lee Ray gets shot again by our buddy Chris, and Charles lets him know that he is dying, and he is pissed off about it, and he is going to get his revenge, not only against the coppers, but also against that no-good partner of his, Eddie. Ray grabs one of the good guy dolls and does a little chant, and his evil spirit gets transferred into the doll. No big deal. The store does blow up right before Christmas, no less.
Question.
What?
So when he grabs that Chucky doll?
It's not a Chucky doll.
Oh, apologies.
It's a good guy doll.
When he grabs the good guy doll.
Yeah.
Does it stay in the package?
Well, no, he takes it out of the package.
Oh, gosh, that must have taken forever because everybody knows that dolls and toys and stuff like that have 18,000 little plastic locks for you to go through before you can get the doll out. He just yanked that sucker out of there. Bullshit. Ain't no way.
Yeah, I have an answer.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about yourself when you pull those out?
Everybody's frustrated with those, like the little wires and stuff that hold the doll in place, which is fine, but that is very frustrating. That's why it's like frustrating free packaging or whatever now. I mean, like that sucks, but he didn't. He just yanked that sucker right out.
I'm sorry, he's a man.
What do you mean?
He's stronger. Next, we see one of the cutest little kids next to that little kid in Pet Sematary named Andy, and I bet this little kid doesn't become a demonic little fucker.
Miko? Sorry, I think that's the kid that played Gage. His name might be Miko.
The little kid in Pet Sematary, his real name was Miko?
I think that's right. I think it's Mikko.
Oh, really?
I think.
Well, we just call him Gage.
It's real close.
Oh,
gosh.
Not.
He's also the boys have a penis, girls have a vagina kid.
He was so cute.
Kindergarten Cop.
Okay, well, this kid is so cute, too. Andy is getting breakfast ready with sugar-laden cereal and then pouring more sugar on it, which is really taking me back to my childhood.
I hate the breakfast scene.
Nom, nom, nom. He is also making burnt toast and OJ, which tells you he is up to something, and he made his mom breakfast in bed. What a sweet child.
I'm going to go ahead and call bullshit on something in this scene.
What?
The kid, what's his name?
Andy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andy sees, he's watching a TV show. He's watching cartoon bullshit.
Yeah.
And he sees it and he's like, oh man, I've already seen this one. Like a kid won't watch a show 8 million times. I want you to concede this one to me because I'm fucking right.
Well, yeah, but they also get irritated if they have to watch the same one over and over again. They get irritated.
No, not from watching the same one over and over. They get irritated from you suggesting that they watch something that they don't want to watch.
No.
They're like, I'll watch this. I love this one. I'll watch it 8 billion times.
If it's not the one, but if it's not the one they don't want to watch.
No way. No, absolutely.
No,
way.
I won't concede.
Oh, come on. It's like my best one.
No. We find out it is his birthday. And how sweet is that? That on his birthday, he makes his mom breakfast in bed. He opens his presents.
Wait. Why is the kid making his mom breakfast for his birthday? That seems like a kid that really is not getting what he needs as a child.
It's because he loves her. It's because they are a unit, and because he is probably used to her doing things for him all the time, and he wants to do something for her.
He's probably like, oh, she must be so exhausted from putting out a full face of makeup and a blown out hairstyle right before she went to bed so that she'd wake up looking fresh as a daisy. You know, I hate that trope so much. This is like you with nerdy girl is now hot by losing the ponytail and glasses.
Well, you know what? This bitch has to do fucking everything. So she has to go to bed with a full face and a full hair when she goes to bed, because she's got to get up and go right to work.
That's bad for skin. You know it.
I know, but you know what? This woman has to sacrifice. She has to sacrifice her skin to be able to just jump out of bed and jump in her clothes and go right to work. She is a single mom. This is what single moms have to do. They have to go right to work. So she knows the next day is her son's birthday. She knows he's gonna make her a shitty breakfast, sugar-laden, and she needs to wake up with full face on, full hair, and she's got to jump in her clothes and go right to work.
No. You are the busiest person I know, and I'm not kidding. You juggle a lot. Is my you've got the balls and also the chainsaws and stuff like that. But I'm saying you are an incredibly busy person. Would you ever go to sleep without at least putting on your sleep cocoon? Thank you.
I concede.
Thank you.
I concede this point.
Thank you.
Because I just want everyone to know that as busy as your day is, it is important to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And before you go to bed, you should take care of your face and moisturize and get up in the morning and take care of your face.
That's why your skin is angelic, because you take care of it, even with all the stressors going on.
Everyone, protect your face.
Protect your face.
No matter what your job is.
I hate almost every fucking second of the mom at her job.
Oh my God.
Hate.
Oh.
Loathe entirely.
Oh God. Well, we find out what Andy really wants is a good guy doll. And the mom was like, sorry, buddy, I didn't know that's what you wanted, even though that is literally what you watch and are dressed up in. The mom is played by KATRINA-is. It's important to know. And before you get bitchy.
Too late.
Because I'm going to slap that to the ground. Originally, the studio billed Chris Sarandon, top star over her. But Chris Sarandon is such a swell fella that he requested Hicks be billed top star over her because he felt she carried the film.
She does carry the film, I guess, like in that sense where she's like on it the most.
Right.
But she's not the one that goes, I mean, you don't go away from it saying...
She is actually, if you think about her, like the most, to me, I get that Andy is like really dynamic and like obviously Chucky, but if you think about the most conflicted person, to me, she actually is, because she has to believe her son. We'll get to it in a second, her friend. Like, she probably is the most conflicted person in this whole movie. So...
She might be, but she's not the star. She shouldn't be getting just top billing.
But she also is actually, she was a famous person before this movie. So she was in movies before this. So, and Chris Sarandon wasn't in like, it wasn't like he was in like a ton of stuff. Like, he wasn't in like more movies than she was before this. It was like they were like in similar.
No, he was an Academy Award movie. He was in Dog Day Afternoon.
Right. He was in Dog Day Afternoon, which he was up for this in Best Supporting Actor, as was Brad Dourif.
So they should get top billing.
Right.
That's how, I mean, I thought the whole point of top billing is not like, we're going to celebrate how amazing this person is. It's like top billing. We're trying to bill it because that's what's going to attract an audience.
Okay, but if you go by that, but he was nominated for Dog Day Afternoon, which was Best Supporting Actor, but he was nominated for Dog Day Afternoon the same year that Brad Dourif was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So if he was going to get top billing for this, then why wouldn't Brad Dourif be nominated? Why wouldn't Brad Dourif get top billing for this over Catherine Hicks?
That's a con. He absolutely.
No.
It's Chucky. He's the one. He's like, he ends up being like, he absolutely should have.
Okay,
been.
but the point was, like, who drove the movie? Like, at one point, she was the pivotal point. Like, she was the one that was, she drove, like, the psych hospital. She was the one that was, like, she drove the police officer. She was the one that was, like, I didn't believe, but I believe. Like, at some point, she's the person that turns the corner that was, like, from the non-believers to the believers. So he felt like she was the one that should have been the top billing. And he won. She ended up getting top billing over him.
I don't know if I can say a compliment about that particular thing, because that's trivia, right?
That's trivia.
I mean, I think that was very noble of him. I really, really do. I just think it's incorrect. And I mean, you know what? Again, this is trivia. So, you know what? Even if I think it's incorrect, you know, women can get one every once in a while, even if it's incorrect. Like I just don't. I think a lot of other people could have probably played her part.
I actually agree with you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. I agree with you that I'm glad that it happened and it was incorrect.
Yes.
Because I actually think that
so often the opposite.
Yeah. I agree with you.
And I think she's a wonderful actress.
Yeah, she is. She is. To me, actually, the more interesting thing about her, which is just me being a gossipy bitch, has nothing to do with her actual character. It was that, you know, I mentioned Kevin Yeager, who did
the makeup and stuff.
Makeup, yeah. Mm-hmm. He did Chucky. He did
the Crypt Keeper and Freddy.
Yeah, and he did Chucky. Obviously, he met Catherine Hicks on this film, and they got married shortly after this movie. And he was like born when she was like 11 years old. She was like kind of like a cougar. But like they met on the set of this movie and they got married, which I kind of thought was cool. Anyway, the next day, Mom is at work and her ride or die buddy is like, there's a man with products of uncertain origins with a good guy doll. And Mom was like, fuck yeah, I will buy it. No questions asked. Andy meets his new friend who says his name is Chucky and he wants to play.
This is Aunt Maggie. I don't like Aunt Maggie. I gotta be honest. Okay.
Okay, okay, this is like one of my few pieces of pre-synopsis trivia.
Oh, okay.
Chucky's full name is Charles Lee Ray. It's derived from the names of notorious killers Charles Manson.
Oh, I was going to guess Starkweather, but yeah.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Damn.
All right, everybody.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay, I got it. Andy meets his new friend who says his name is Chucky and he wants to play. Chucky's full name is Charles Lee Ray. It's derived from the names of notorious killers. Charles. Don't laugh. Damn it.
Said notorious wrong.
I did? Yes. Damn it. Okay, don't laugh.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Turn the other way. Turn around, you fucking hoe. Andy meets his new friend who says his name is Chucky and he wants to play. Chucky's full name, Charles Lee Ray, is derived from the names of notorious killers Charles Manson, Lee Harvey Oswald, assassin of John F. Kennedy, and James Earl Ray, assassin of Martin Luther King.
Hey! I'm sure I have something to say. Nope.
Mom's fuckhead boss is like, you gotta work overtime, and luckily her friend is like, I will watch the kid and his new freaky doll, who happens to love the news, by the way, especially when the news is about Charles Lee's former accomplice Eddie is on there. Anything about that?
Well, I think Aunt Maggie is being an absolute raging, unfeeling bitch. I mean, this kid, it's his birthday. His mom's not even able to be there. I feel like a little bit of grace might have done her good. And I just think she was handling it like a normal, babysitting night. And she seems annoyed by it. It's like, why did you even volunteer to do this if you're going to act like that to this poor child who was fixing his mom breakfast in bed and like he's doing everything for everybody else?
Okay, well, Mom's friend Maggie, who is watching Andy and Chucky, is kind of a ballbuster, and she gets pissed that Chucky keeps trying to watch the news. Who, you know what? I'm sorry. This is a doll that likes to stay informed.
She's getting pissed at the kid, not the doll.
Well, okay, that's wrong, but they want to stay informed. Chucky does decide to manage that by chucking her out the window.
I almost said something that would
What?
have been
What?
bad.
What?
I'm gonna say that if a doll wants to stay informed, then maybe don't go to the news because the news can be a little biased depending on where you go, and then just go to NPR. Completely unbiased.
Andy notices that Chucky has some flour on his shoes that matches the footprint on the kitchen counter. Andy also tells Mom that Chucky said Aunt Maggie was a real bitch and got what she deserves. Obviously, Mom has a little freak out about that, and Andy is like, "Uh-oh, just kidding, Mom."
Okay, first of all, why was there flour on the counter?
Well, this mom is fucking busy, dude.
Oh, so she was making her kid something? No way.
I'm sorry, Anna.
Yes.
Not to call you out.
Yeah.
Do you ever have flour on your counter? Do you ever have flour? Anna?
Are we going to talk about my daughter?
Do you look at me with your mom eyes?
With my flower eyes?
Look at me with your mom, I can't control my teenage daughter cooking eyes.
She doesn't have a teenage daughter. She has a little kid, a little bit of baby boy.
Look at me with your I can't control what goes on in my kitchen eyes.
I'd rather not.
Do sometimes things happen in your kitchen that are completely out of your control, even though you beg and beg and beg and say, please, please, all I ask is if you want to do something in the kitchen, if you want to cook, if you want to just explore your artistic talents, if you want to just cook, please just clean up after yourself.
I hate this line of questioning.
All I ask.
Why are you doing this to me?
All I ask
Why
is
are
that
doing
you
this to me, Debbie?
just clean up after yourselves. If you do that, Anna, all I want you to do is now look at me with your cooking eyes and tell me if there is ever any flour on your kitchen counter.
I have a response.
Yeah.
Why isn't the mom soothing her kiddo who just dealt with Aunt Maggie tragically dying? It feels like, yeah, she's got to deal with her own trauma, but you've got a fucking small child. You're a single mom. You need to be able to show pull, you know what? Pull your panties up and be strong for your kiddo. You can't be strong all the time, but can you be strong at this point? At this point that you need, I mean, nobody is like soothing to this child at all. No wonder he's looking for a safe haven with serial killers in doll form.
Is that what you would think that your children were doing? That it was okay?
I don't think this is the same. That's the difference between a 16, almost 17-year-old girl who really, really likes to bake and a single mom that has a 6-year-old child. That is not the same.
Okay, I'll put that in my clue book. Chucky notices Mom is listening by the door, so he plays his little innocent, I'm just a doll, pull my string and give me an apple. Boo, boo, boo. But then the next day, Mom drops Andy and Chucky off at school.
No. Why is the cop, that's Chris Sarandon, why is it at the apartment, why is he being so incredulous after seeing, like, he saw all that lightning and voodoo shit in the toy store, like specifically a mass murder saying spooky, I'm gonna possess you, doll, type thing. Like, he saw all of this he was there, and now he's like, this bitch crazy.
Because cops are notorious non-believers.
Also, you can't take an almost life-size doll into school. I don't know how you got away with that.
He didn't get away with it. They wouldn't let him take him into school. That's why Andy had to leave the school.
No, there was more than one child bringing in a toy to school. I witnessed it, and I made a point to keep that in my brain.
No, that's inaccurate. Andy had to leave the school. Andy could not go into the school. Andy did not go into the school.
Andy did go into the school. He had his doll with him, and several other children had gigantic fucking dolls with them. I remember the 80s, but I don't remember any of this shit.
Oh, I remember the sign. It was bring your big ass doll into school day.
Oh, it's like Spirit Week.
Yeah, it was doll week.
First pajamas.
Yeah.
Then clothing on backwards.
It was doll week.
And then possessed gigantic doll.
Yeah, it was doll day. Okay, we all remember that day. Mom does drop Andy and Chucky off at school, but as soon as Mom leaves Andy and Chucky, they do leave school and they go to the money insecure side of town.
Who's they?
Oh, Andy.
Okay,
the Andy and the doll. Andy and Chucky.
Huh?
This just happens to be where Charles' Ray old partner Eddie is hanging out, and that old prankster Chucky turns the gas on and blows up the house where Eddie was staying in. It does happen to have Eddie in it. What? Wait, what?
Is this kid the dumbest child in history? It's not a good idea to leave your super expensive doll in the middle of the...
He's a kid!
Difficult part of town. He's like, here, Chucky, you hang out. I'm sure no one will steal you. I've got to go take a pee.
He's a kid! He's a kid! You would have been off talking to 47 neighbors about cinnamon rolls.
I don't think that a kid that is in a home that is having financially difficult times, the mom talks about not being able to afford Chucky, and, I think they have a tough time with money, which is fine. That's absolutely okay and very realistic for the time. That would... Oh, fuck.
Wait, what? Rewind. Say it again. Say it. Anna?
Just give you the button push.
No fair. No fair. No fair.
No! Can I just finish my point at least before I do that?
Sure, go ahead.
I just don't think if you have a difficult time with money, and I think he had a difficult time with toys, but I don't think he got everything he wanted. I don't think he would let go of that toy for that doll for a second. You and I used to babysit a kid that had a My Buddy doll, and no way would that kid ever let that go. At least give me that. There's no way that Andy would have just sat his doll like, here, you hang out over here while I go way over here to go pee.
No, I agree with you.
Shit.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm going to give you one that is mine that I am conflicted about.
Ooh.
Because I don't want to hate it.
Oh.
So I am conflicted about it.
Do I hate it?
You hate it.
Uh-oh.
And I want you to make me not hate it. This is a twist.
Okay. I like it.
Please make me not hate this movie.
Okay.
Because when we were young, we didn't hate this we loved this movie. I want you to make us not hate Children of the Corn.
No.
Do it. Make it make sense.
You mean why should we like it now?
Yes.
I don't.
I know, but I know that the acting's not good. Even though that we love Linda Hamilton.
We do, but I don't think she's super strong in that. However, the kid that plays Isaac and the kid that plays Malachi are strong enough to almost carry that movie. They carry the movie.
Really?
They just don't carry it above water. It's just that it's straight. It's
not a good movie.
The special effects are not special.
I know, but
It's difficult, but that's not my problem. Is that they strayed so far away from the book and
the acting is so bad in it, dude.
It really is, but not by the kid that plays Isaac and not by the kid that plays Malachi.
So that's your pro?
Yeah, of course. That is way better. I think I don't like it.
It's
I think
awful.
I don't like it, and I know you don't like it, but we definitely used to love it. But I do think that those two characters are probably strong enough to get you to the end of the movie.
Okay. I'll take it.
Thank you. You gotta work extra hard on that. I'm not going to forget this.
Okay. All right. Where are we?
That is where Eddie just got ballooned up.
Detective Prizzy Pants contacts Karen and lets her know that Andy and Chucky are in deep shit and that Andy is going to the nut house if Chucky doesn't start talking, which of course Chucky, being the trifling hoe that he is, doesn't.
Bitch.
So Andy gets hauled off to the child not so sane pokey. Karen takes Chucky home and is like, listen, you little fucker, what's your angle? She realizes that the batteries were never put in the doll. What? So he is alive? So she is like, talk to me, little Chucky, little fucker. I will hold you over the little fireplace, you little fucker, until you will talk. You little fucker, you will talk to me, little fucker.
Fat motherfucker.
And then Anna and I realized we've been misquoting since the 80s. Forever, because we've been misquoting, because we've been saying, teach you to fuck with me, you little bitch. And he said,
I said talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire!
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut! Did you fuck with me?
Yeah.
Somehow we added the
We,
bitch. Which is actually
is
better.
that the royal we, or are you actually including me?
Well, I think we did that, but but what that actually tells me is that we just make things better. Like, there's dialogue, and then there's dialogue that we make better. But that's neither here nor there.
Is that a realistic thing for him to go into? He's like a teeny tiny little child. Looks like he's in. He looks like he's in a prison cell, like Sarah Connor in Terminator 2, the beginning of Terminator 2. I'm expecting him to be doing pull-ups.
That's actually not all that.
Really?
No.
That's sad.
I know.
Okay, well, we don't need to get in that.
Yeah. Karen thinks because she's a white lady, she can go to the police, even with some crazy shit. And Detective Norris is like, nah, that is too crazy for white people. Karen decides to find the peddler who sold the doll to her, and he decides to rough her up until Detective Norris shows up and demands he give her answers. And when the peddler says he got the doll from a burned up toy store, Norris freaks the fuck up because he's like, holy shit, I was at that toy store when Charles Ray died.
Duh! God damn, how is this super cop who is definitely not a super cop, managed to not piece a single bit of this together. This feels extraordinarily obvious. And also, why wouldn't he just tell her, yep, I'll check it out, and pacify her? Even if it's like in a condescending, like, just pacify her instead of like treating her like an insane person.
Because he actually seems like he's a real honest guy. He actually seems like he's not one to bullshit.
But you say he's honest.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not going to disagree or agree. What I'm saying is that as a police officer, your job is to interact with civilians. And this woman has been through it. And I don't think that you can he's just so condescending to her.
He's not condescending. I actually don't think he's condescending at all. I think he's like, I live in a fact-based world. You need to give me facts. And she can't give him facts. So she's like, okay, I give you feelings I have. I give you like weird shit I have. That's all I have. And he's like, well, I can't go on that. So I'm going to go skip on my way. And he keeps getting involved, but he's like, that's all I can do. So
it's like a woman. Oh, God, here comes feelings. Jesus Christ. I just think that there's better ways to handle the public. And I think he straight up says he says something shitty to her, like not sniffing glue or like something weird. Like you've got something's fucked up with your little lady brain. Or something like that.
No, he doesn't.
He says something like that. Yeah, he says something like that. It's something like that.
No, he doesn't.
I honestly can't tell if the filmmakers want us to root for or against Chucky.
They want us to root against Chucky.
Then why give...
Yeah? What do you have to say?
They want us to root against him. Then... I got nothing. There's nothing I can say. I'll say it after the synopsis.
Okay.
I want to talk about Chucky's apartment, like the actual, like Charles Nelson Riley or whatever his name was.
Karen is like, I'm sure somehow Charles Ray is now living in Chucky, and somehow someone needs to go find where Charles Ray used to live and check it out. And Norris is like, fuck no, this is nuts. Norris drops off Karen and then takes another peekaloo at Charles Ray file, and then when he gets back in his car, Chucky is in the back seat and tries to kill him in multiple different ways. All pretty creative, I must say. I do believe that Norris is probably a believer now that Chucky has been possessed by Charles Ray.
Yeah, okay, now he's a believer, not when she said it. He has to, he couldn't, apparently it's not just hysterics. You go ahead.
Okay. I do believe that Norris is probably a believer now that Chucky has been possessed by Charles Ray. In the meantime, Karen goes to visit the home of Charles Ray and sees some voodoo stuff and learns he was into some interesting shit, and also his name was Chucky. Norris shows up and lets us know that he's now buying into the whole doll being possessed by a serial killer thing. What?
It's the same thing we keep saying. He's just, he couldn't just possibly believe her when she was saying, but it's whatever.
Dude,
whatever.
That's all crazy sounding. That's all
sounding, but not like, okay. But, okay.
That all sounds crazy.
You sound crazy.
That also, if someone came to you and said that Finn was going to school with his doll, and that doll was possessed by a crazy person that was killing people, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I'd say, okay, I'm gonna go call a doll medium.
No, you wouldn't.
I would grab I would grab Tangina from the poltergeist house. Yes, I would, because she's going to be able to fix it.
She's dead.
Tangina?
She's dead.
By this point?
Yeah, she's dead.
don't think she was.
Not now.
I don't think she was then.
But now.
She was available.
But now she's
they
dead.
Even like, not once they even like consider like maybe, I don't know, let's an expert. Even like the crazy, like the couple in Poltergeist was like, you know what, this is beyond us. Let's grab some experts, even if they are a little kooky.
But they didn't believe.
Well, at least they tried. I don't know.
Norris shows up and let us know that he's now buying into the whole doll being possessed by a serial killer thing. Chucky goes to visit the Voodoo King, who gave him the spell that helped him get into the doll to begin with. Voodoo Guy doesn't want to help Chucky, but that little ginger fucker has a voodoo doll and starts hacking away at him and says you have to let your spirit into the first person you let know you're alive, which we, of course, know is Andy.
Okay, so Charles visits the Voodoo Guy. The Voodoo Guy was like, no, fuck off.
Right.
You ain't no good. You a sour person.
Right.
And then Chucky in ginger doll form. Don't think I fucking forgot.
I know.
That he's
I
a
know
goddamn ginger.
I know how you're about the ginger. Yeah, I know.
And then Chucky's holding like a little mini voodoo doll and he's hacking away at the Voodoo Guy.
Right.
But the Voodoo Guy still like is like telling him how to make it all right.
Right.
That's not cool. I don't like it. And also, Chucky makes me think of Kachuk, the hockey player from the Florida Panthers, who I find despicable.
How dare you?
How dare he?
How am I supposed to defend that?
I don't know. That guy sucks.
Oh my God.
So does Chucky. So does Chucky. I'm telling you this right now. If I get any more button pushes, I will wear the shirt that you got me, the Justice for Gingers shirt. But I'm not gonna wear it if I don't get another button push. And this is almost over.
God damn it. I'm just gonna say, being a person of being a cisgender female.
You say person of color, and I'm like,
No,
what's the opposite of that?
No, I have no color. I am so white, it is transparent. But I love sports. I love all the sports.
Where the fuck are you going with this?
I'm getting ready to tell you.
Okay,
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
sorry.
But Anna has gotten me into a sport that I had no interest in. I didn't want any interest in hockey. I don't care about hockey. I didn't want to know about hockey. And I wish I didn't care. But now I have to care about hockey, and I'm in it. So I do. And now what is this fucking stupid name? Kachuk?
Matthew Kachuk.
Kachuk. What the fuck? I hate
I hate him. He's from the Florida Panthers.
What?
He's such a prick.
Fuck up.
Absolute prick.
Ooh.
I'm sorry if there's people that like the Florida Panthers that listen to our podcast.
They don't like him.
Thank you very much for listening to our podcast, but also fuck the Panthers. I'm so
Fuck
sorry.
him.
I fucking hate.
No,
you know
not
what?
fuck the Panthers.
No,
fuck
no,
him.
fuck him. No,
Fuck
I mean
him.
also fuck the fucking
No,
Panthers.
no,
No.
No,
They
you
won the
can't-
Stanley Cup. Fuck them.
No, you can't say fuck the Panthers, dude.
Of course
fuck
I can.
him. Fuck him.
No, I can say whatever the heck I
No,
want.
no.
This is America. I am an eagle. I am an eagle with a draped in a flag, holding guns, and that's what makes me American. And also McDonald's. And let's throw in some blue jeans on top of it, because why not?
Okay. It's gone off the rails.
Okay.
Okay. All right. They would understand you having this stance as any sports team would, but mostly they would understand you having this feeling about this piece of shit. So
I really want to talk about the Gary Busey wannabe doctor in this.
the Gary Busey doctor.
Yes, he gets a death, and I definitely want to hear you talk about the doctor at this hospital.
Okay, well,
Or are we past all that?
okay, so We are back at the mental hospital. I feel like I should point out that the kid who plays Andy is a really, really good actor.
I want to point out that it's not called mental hospital anymore. That's an outdated term.
No. Actually, that's what it's called.
No, I don't think so.
No. That's what it's called.
I think it's called the...
I'd like you to tell me what you think it's called.
Based on this movie?
Uh-huh.
The Bad Brain Zip Zaps.
Based on this movie in 1986, what do you think this movie's, what it's called?
I already said the Bad Brain Zip Zaps.
Oh, the Bad Brain Zip Zaps? Okay.
Hospital.
Okay, yeah. So not what it's called now, but so not then. But based on anything about but now in this movie?
Well, I can't. I mean, it's difficult because I'm not in the field. All I can go off of is what this movie is portraying, and I would definitely want to hear what you have to say about the doctor dying, about like his death.
Well, it looks like in my notes.
How's that going? I tell you how mine's going. Not great, Bob.
Well, it looks like I'm just going through my notes here. It says, okay, so just reading it says the scene when Andy is crying that Chucky will come and kill the girl.
How did this kid go from dumb shit to like
oh, what?
To
dumb shit to what?
Oh,
well, I'll tell you what I have.
Okay,
so Andy's crying that Chucky will come and kill him. So the filmmakers had to make Alex Vincent, who plays Andy, they were like, think of sad things. Think about your parents dying. And I think actually the kid who plays Andy is a really good actor. There's multiple, if you watch this movie, which you have, there are multiple scenes where you see that he's like a really good actor. And I think that Alex Vincent, who plays Andy, was like, what the fuck is amateur hour? I think he's like a really good actor. So I don't think he needed any of that.
So why wasn't Chris Sarandon pushing for the kid to get top billing?
Because he's a fucking kid, dude.
Yeah,
he's not gonna get top billing.
You said that the mom is like, because she's like all over the place, that she get top billing, but he is in like all of the scenes. He's the one that's pushing the plot, not her.
Anna, look at me in my real eyes, Anna.
Oh,
look at me in my I love children eyes, and I want them to get all the accolades.
Yeah.
This child is not going to get top billing because he's been in fucking nothing. So it makes no sense for him to get top billing because no one knows his fucking name. So it makes no sense for a child who no one knows for him to get top billing in a movie. So what you just said, I don't want to say it's stupid, but
going to imply it?
But I am going to imply, and then I'm going to overly say.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It was stupid what you just said.
Anna Paquin won a goddamn Oscar for being in The Piano, and she was brand spanking new.
Hey, guess what?
What?
She didn't get top billing, you dumbass.
Sure she did.
No, she didn't. She didn't get top billing. She just won a fucking Oscar, which no one understood, because no one understood how anyone won an Oscar for that movie.
Okay, you know what?
That movie sucked. It was awful.
Is it because Harvey Keitel showed his wiener?
Yeah, everyone thought that movie was awful. It sucked. It was so depressing.
Ooh, I will be adding that to the list.
That movie was fucking depressing.
Finally.
It was okay. Wait.
I want to get back to this.
Okay, wait. May I rewind for a second?
Rewind.
Okay. When I just said the piano was awful, I didn't mean it was awful. I meant it was depressing. It was not an awful movie. I just Wish I never saw. Okay.
Do
So
you think Leaving Las Vegas is a horrible movie, or that you just didn't like it? Or because it's so depressing?
I wish I had never seen it because it was so depressing. I think it is a perfect movie about alcoholism and depression. A perfect movie about both of those things.
You just hate it.
A perfect movie about both of those things. I wish I don't have to ever see it again.
Did you see Requiem for a Dream?
Yes.
Is that on your hate list, or
Yes.
ass to ass?
Yeah.
Ass to ass.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get through
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So, I want you to, you are going to talk about how the doctor dies, though, right?
So obviously they use an ECT machine improperly. I don't love that.
That's going to improve everybody's perception of mental health in the 80s.
I don't love that. Don't love that, but they did that all the time in the 80s.
Doesn't make it right.
Don't love that.
It's a bad part of the movie.
Don't love that. Agree.
Thank you.
Okay. Andy escapes and starts barricading the house. There's a great moment in the elevator with some other residents who are riding up, and Chucky is there, and they start to get out, and the lady is like, what an ugly doll. And as they are getting out, he is like, fuck you. Right? Pretty funny.
Mm-mm.
Is that funny?
Mm-mm.
Anna.
I don't understand why Andy had the presence of mind in the hospital to do the fake body under the covers bit, but he doesn't know well enough to not hide in the most obvious spot at home.
What spot is that?
In the closet.
There is no obvious spot at home because Chucky knows every spot.
He was tricked by the bed shit at the
No.
hospital. Yes, he was.
It is Andy versus Chucky in the apartment, and it seems like Andy is way outmatched here as Chucky hits him over the head with a bat and starts to impart his soul into Andy's body. Oh, fuck.
That's rude.
Karen and Norris show up, and Chucky promptly cuts Norris in the Achilles and cuts him with a bat to the stomach.
Ugh, that made me want to vomit.
That sucks.
Do you suppose he's like, no, I'll never be a leg model. I was gonna retire.
Ooh, that sucks.
Like I've always dreamed.
Chucky then chases Karen around the apartment until she gets him in the fireplace, and Andy lights a match. Chucky's like, nobody, you can't do this. We are friends to the end.
Wait, stop, because this really, really did bother me, and we talked about it when we were watching it.
Okay.
I don't understand why this mom, who knows that this killer doll who's like stuck in the fireplace or whatever, not inflamed yet, that he's specifically trying to kill her child, and she's like, Andy, come closer over to me. I know you've got, no fucking way would I ever, ever, ever say, here, child, my lovely child, my baby boy, my baby boy, come to me, come closer to your death. That's so fucked up. Why isn't she just like, go run, go find help. I'm going to deal with this shit.
I think maybe like when you're desperate and you like everything feels so crazy, you just want your like kid close to you, maybe. I don't know. Like, I think like things feel crazy. Like you just don't want your kid to like go away. Maybe. I don't know. Like,
I just felt like it was a bad mothering decision.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Chucky is like, nobody, you can't do this. We are friends to the end. And Andy is like, this is the end, friend, and lights his ass on fire. But is he dead? No.
My ass on fire. All I could do was, the whole time watching this entire scene, was like internally shouting, shoot him in the fucking heart.
I know.
The voodoo guy was very clear.
But is he dead? No.
No.
His crispy ass is like, give me the kid, or at least his soul. Chucky just creepily keeps running around the house screaming, give me the boy, give me the boy. Karen tries to shoot him like 5 times, which admittedly she is not good at. Okay. But she manages to shoot the shit out of him. She tries. Norris's partner comes in and kind of, she's like, he's a jokester. But the whole Chucky thing.
He says, don't touch him.
But when Chucky tries to strangle the partner, and then, which doesn't go well, but then Norris finally shoots Chucky in the heart, he isn't laughing anymore. Ha 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 ha.
Did Chucky actually think when he's going, give me the boy, that she's going to be like, all right.
I don't know.
It's a dumb doll.
Chucky isn't dead until the end. They shoot him.
Is he dead?
I think so.
Is he? The sequels say no.
Well, he has to get checked out. Andy has to get checked out to make sure he's not, doesn't have any more trauma.
Why start now? Why not just chuck him into a mental hospital?
Oh my gosh.
Is this the end?
Yeah, it's the
Thank
end.
Christ.
That's the end?
It's done. Yes. It's over now.
Yeah, I just have to save my shirt for another time. Katrina got me a shirt and she thought it was hysterical. And I don't feel the same way, even though it is incredibly soft.
What shirt?
It is a shirt that says Justice for Gingers. It's incredibly fucked up. I don't want to wear it, but it's so soft. Okay, so I just want to say a few things I absolutely love about this movie.
Yeah.
That kid
is so good. He is a good actor.
He's so good. And I forgot just how enigmatic Chucky is. He is very Brad Dourif is so funny as he's just, I wasn't kidding about that. Am I supposed to root against him? Because Chucky is fucking hilarious.
Well, and they had, as we mentioned, this spawned sequels. Like, this was not a one and done. This was like Bride of Chucky. Like,
I also like that it's short. It gets immediately into it. Immediately into it.
Right.
Like there is very little fat in this. I will definitely say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a borderline perfect 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
It's entertaining, it's short, it's, characters are likable.
I don't think there's any fat in this.
I think the mom and Chris Sarandon's character, I think they could have been played by a lot of different people.
I actually don't. I disagree, actually. Okay. I think they needed to be played by good actors. I really do.
Oh, for sure, good actors. Yeah. I don't know that. I wish Chris Sarandon would have. I think he could have done more with the character. I do. But, honestly, if he did, would it have taken away from that?
I think he needed to be a background character. I really do. I think he wasn't important. I really don't. I think
he shouldn't have gotten top billing.
Well, he didn't get top billing.
Well, they tried.
Well, I know, but he didn't. So that's why he gave Catherine Hicks. I think Catherine Hicks, as Andy's mom, was an important character. Like, she was vital to, the plot.
God, that's a good movie.
Yeah. She was important. Mike Norris, Detective Norris, he was important, but he was an ancillary character. He could have been played by anyone.
That's a great word.
Yeah. So he wasn't, so it was great for Chris Sarandon to be like, I'm not vital to this, so it makes him stand out as a person that he was like, I am not, but her character really was important because she was the mom. She was like, because at one point she was like, okay, I think my son is crazy. I'm going to listen to the psychiatrist. And then she kind of changed. She was like, okay, I think I'm going to listen to.
Yeah. Let's give this a look-a-loo.
Yeah.
I think it was perfect for the time, specifically with the doll, because I mean that was definitely a thing. It was. I mean there was.
Oh, the dolls were crazy.
There was the Cabbage Patch dolls, for sure. There was the My Buddy and the Kid Sister dolls. There was also the
Chatty Cathy
and Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes,
who talked to you. Like I mean, they were like
Elf.
That you could. I mean, that you could. Oh, Elf.
Yeah.
Was there anything about it that you did not like?
No, I loved it.
I do think some of the cop decisions are still. I mean, I think like most movies, the depiction of mental health.
Oh,
the mental hospital is just. I just feel like they didn't even like listen to that kid at all. It just didn't feel like anybody. It felt like everybody was just treating him as insane and not as a child that needed to be treated.
I don't like that now, but I feel like that's how it was then.
God damn, that's sad.
So I didn't mind it because I feel like that's definitely how it was then.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I didn't mind it because I feel like that's definitely how it was.
I kind of feel lucky I only got one button push. Honestly, that could have gotten... I didn't think I was going to get one at all. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I had too much tequila. Our next one in the queue is Frailty.
We are going to be recording our next two, maybe, if we're ambitious, 3.
Thrice?
In Denver, people.
we are like two birds flying free, and so God only knows how stupid that's going to be.
Yeah, it could be real dumb.
If I remember correctly, the last time we recorded in Denver, I know for sure the Dark Crystal was part of it.
Dark Crystal, Better Off Dead.
I really, really am looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad everybody's joining us in this spooky Halloweeny movies. There's just so many. That's the thing. It's just there's never enough movies for us to go over like the horror movies because we just love them so much.
Yeah.
But we will try.
Yeah.
Well, until next time. Goodbye, Katrina Porter.
Bye, Miss Reen.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.